What's up, guys? It is that Panda again. I'm here again with another video, and today we're going to be looking at Island Raid, but we are going to be talking a bit about the new island coming up. As you know, by the time I've voiced over this video, we do have a general understanding how this event's going to work. We have like the map and all that, and yeah, I am pretty excited for this event. You guys let me know in the comments if you guys are excited for this. It is considered season 1, so I am interested if this is going to potentially maybe change up in season 2, maybe the map or something, or if Island Raid is completely gone, since it does still show in our alliance menus, but the event's been completely locked off. Like there's a complete lock on the actual event itself. So I don't know if that's just a temporary lock or if that means it's permanently gone, it's permanently replaced. And honestly, I am not sad if it is replaced, because I am excited for this new event. Okay, I'm excited for how it's going to work. The legions are going to work, the zones are going to work, all that kind of stuff. So I don't know, man. The thing is, we had this last island, right? The island that I'm showing on video, right? And it was, I would call it intense in sorts, and it used a lot of troops and stuff. It used a lot of resources, and usually after an island like this, the devs usually give us a pretty solid matchmaking to make it to where these bigger alliances can kind of relax for an island before going back into the fray. But now that we have this new event, I'm kind of speculating that it's going to be, and I'm going to say this real quick. I definitely think that the devs handpick the first few islands every time, like G1 through 3 at least. So I do think that they might handpick G1, maybe 2, maybe G3 to drive hype, make it really intense, maybe make the alliances just really split and kind of just like I said, drive hype, so people are like, oh my gosh, this new event is awesome. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of at that thought process right now. But yeah, let's just hop right into this video now that I'm done rambling. I just wanted to talk a bit about it. I think that it's going to be an exciting event. I am looking forward to it. I was waiting for this event for quite a while. So yeah, let's just do this. So we are so what happened here, by the way, there's a lot of crossfire, so this fight is a little bit hard. But what happened here is we had DHX kind of building up. We were deleting towers, destroying our towers, so that they could take over this front. And I think the plan was for us to maybe put more pressure on HMB's flank, but that does end up failing because we got our towers cut off and we got cut off from kind of connecting to their flank. But I think the overall reason for this was to kind of let them hold this area off without us having to, kind of spread ourselves too thin, and we could have maybe put up minimal resistance on the side, and we would have been able to rely on DHX. But HMB also built a tower to kind of prevent them from connecting to maybe a further back tower that would put them more at risk. And they also probably wanted to build up to make sure they were able to keep putting pressure on us. And overall, this tower was successful. It was just really hard to pop, kind of going into their territory with how it was built. But yeah, you do see here that we're going to be kind of getting our towers pressured a little bit. I don't think it's nothing crazy. I probably should finish my editing, by the way, for the, I think I might have like 2 more videos or maybe even 3, right? And I really need to finish the editing because this new island is right around the corner, and I've just been lazy, guys. Okay, I've been lazy. Editing, it does take time. You guys gotta understand that. And I'm a lazy guy. Okay, I don't like doing the editing, but I still do it. I do it for the sake of the videos. Okay, so you guys better love me. But yeah, here's more tower pressure, I guess. There was just a lot of field control here. I think DHX luckily was able to support us, and this was vastly due to the fact that they kind of had built close to us. So they, like I said, they did manage to kind of support us in the field here now that they were kind of closer. But obviously, if HMB went to the other side of the map and started pressuring their towers over there, we couldn't help them because we were kind of super far, to where the point of, if we march all the way down there, not only are we giving up possible retaliation if they come back, just maybe pull all their marches back, port over here, start swarming our towers. Not only that, we just can't refresh fast enough if we march all the way across. That's the really big issue with kind of holding on 2 sides of the ruins here. And even if we're allies, it's a really bad situation to kind of be placed in, to where we just aren't able to give each other enough ample field support. So it's really left to the one team that is getting focused at the time. And HMB just has so many whales that controlling the field is really hard. And I'm going to be fair with DHX here. I think DHX might have surpassed us in field presence, at least when it comes to retaking their field control. I'm not sure if let's say you march out to the ruins, I think it's kind of close in field presence, but the thing is, I think DHX just has a lot of whales, a lot of mini whales just at this point, and I think that they probably actually surpassed us in the overall, at least field presence. I think their biggest drop off is the fact that they are in the second generation of heroes here. So, the fact that they aren't in third generation heroes, that is their biggest drop off. That is the biggest thing that they're lacking in, and this is the biggest reason they might be considered kind of behind us in a sort, right? So I think once DHX is maybe able to somewhat catch up on those heroes, there's going to be nothing to kind of stop these guys from being complete monsters. Because, obviously on the field, they have to be more particular about what heroes they're using. And this is the biggest thing that I always think, is a big factor to play in kind of these fights. And why I always kind of mention the fact that a region is older in age or just has more heroes accessible. Because I think region 1 through 21 or something, we're all in the third cycle of a, Victor. I mean, it is a repeat TC right now with John, so I think a few more here, a few more regions should be able to get on the same cycle as us. But it is kind of interesting overall to just kind of talk about that. Okay, but yeah, I mean, you see some more field pressure here on DHX. They kind of just pop back and forth to pressure one side or the other. I think the biggest issue with well alliances like these is the fact that I think it's really hard to keep towers full at this point, you know what I mean, when you're kind of in a whale alliance, because you don't want your whales always filling towers. You kind of want their troops to be sent and expended on swarming towers or something, and you usually leave that to the smaller players. But once you get so and so many T6 players, like consider DHX for example, let's say all their players were maybe or general majority of them were 120 million might, and I say 120 million because that would maybe say they all have T6, they maybe have enough for 5 field marches. But if they start reinforcing towers, this is going to drop off players on field marches. You usually don't want, at the very least, your average T6 players kind of filling these towers, because the second they're out of commission, they can't really help on the field, right? And that's kind of the situation I'm faced with when deciding if I should help with tower support or not, because I don't want to lose all my troops kind of helping defend a tower, and then I'm zero help on the field, right? And that's kind of a circumstance I'm faced with. And then you're forced to actually have whales defending towers because they do have ample troops. And I mean, yeah, it just happens, right? I think I saw HMB do that plenty of times where they had whales kind of spam filling towers, and this is something I haven't seen before this island. I don't think, or at least not as much as I had seen this island, right? It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I mean, there's not really much left to this video. It's going to be just a lot of field fighting. I think that was really the majority of this video. A lot of field fighting over towers, a lot of tower swarming. And yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it at that. I might just cut off my audio here and let you guys enjoy the rest of the video. But I do appreciate you guys, honestly, for watching as always. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. That is it to the video. And yeah, you guys have a good day or night, though, and enjoy the rest of the video. So peace out.